Welcome to another edition of Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization. This episode is all about Tina.
That's right. Sometimes when you design custom spaces for a living, you go home and realize your own place could use a little work.
And our all-star designer, Tina, did just that. She designed 7 custom spaces in her own home, and our team installed them to perfection.
And now it's time to show off, and Tina can't wait to tell you about them.
It's Tina time on Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization.
Hi, I'm Tina Ormsby. I am a design consultant for Closet Factory as well as a senior sales support manager. I was actually born south of Buffalo, New York, but I have resided in the Hampton Roads area for approximately 40-something, let's say in the higher part of 40-something years. And I've actually lived in Virginia Beach in this residential area for approximately 28 years. I love it here. I wouldn't change anything. I've met my husband, who we just celebrated our 25-year wedding anniversary. I met him while I was in middle school. We didn't fall in love then, but we have, and together we have 2 beautiful daughters who have just graduated college. We're very proud of them. We're not sure if they're going to be living here or not, coming back home, because they're at that stage where they just find their own lives and move on. So with both of my daughters graduating college, we're in transition of we're going to stay here for a little bit, mom and dad, and then find our own way in life. So we needed to make a little more space and a few more closets. And with that being said, my husband and I looked at each other and said, why not establish some more space for ourselves as well? And since we're going to probably live here for a little bit longer, and then it just went from 2 rooms to 4 rooms to 6 rooms to 7 rooms. So it was quite the project, very fun, but I am very satisfied, very happy with the outcome of all 7 of my closets. So when deciding on the material to use for my closet, as I know all of the materials and all of the finishes and colors, me oh my, I love it all. I've always had a favorite color, and that's Arctic. And the reason that I love Arctic is we live at the beach. It's a very beachy color. My house has a lot of blue tones in it. So if you take this color and you put it next to browns or grays or blues, it pulls any of those colors out. Also with the other finishes, I wanted something that was unique and different, so I chose the matte aluminum. It's probably not the most popular color, but I love it. I love it. It's nice, it's shiny, it's fun, it's simple. So I'm very pleased with that. When preparing and prepping our closets, the biggest challenge was taking everything out of 7 closets and putting it out of the closets into the rest of your house. My husband and I decided to prep our closets. We did not go with backing. We decided to take off the wire shelving and paint the back walls and just give the whole fresh room, every single 7 rooms, a fresh coat of paint. It really tremendously made a difference, because I feel like inside it's not something that everybody's going to see, but it's something that I know about. And I knew who my installer was going to be, Juan. So when he came in and he started bringing everything on the first day, I wasn't sure if he was going to do 1 closet at a time, but the way that it always works is they piece the puzzles together. They cut everything in the shop and bring it in. So with 7 closets, it was a lot of material for him to bring in. So for the first day, majority of it was bringing all the material in for 7 closets, and then he started assembling. So we were very pleased with Juan. He's an amazing worker. I love him, he's great. And so through the whole process, it was just every day that he was here, it was a little more eager for us to like, are you finished yet? Are you finished? And of course, we have to be patient because it does take time to go through 7 closets. We had a 3-day installation set and he accomplished that within the 3 days. My oldest daughter, Cora, she just graduated from the University of Pittsburgh. She is very fashionable and she absolutely loves to collect. She is quite the collector. It was very important for me to make a lot of shelving, to create a lot of shelving in her area due to the fact that she has a lot of Pokemon and items like that she's been collecting for quite some time. So with that being said, we made deeper space for her in order to fit what she currently has. And then if we do have guests come and stay at her room, we have half of a closet where they can actually use and hang up some items. I had it tapered on the top panels. She too has soft close drawers, a place for long hanging and shelving, shoes in the center area or underneath. She also has double hanging for clothing. And as you can see, the very top section is 12 inches deep due to the fact that we have the soffit here. So when these are tapered, she'll be able to reach the very top shelf. For Savannah's room, she cracks me up because when I told her that I was going to be designing all of our rooms, she was in Virginia Tech, which is where she just recently graduated, and she said, "Hey Mom, I do require a consultation of approval." So I had to set up a Zoom appointment with my youngest daughter, Savannah, prior to getting her closets done. Even though they're our closets, technically it is her closet. So she cracks me up. But she loves clothes, so I had to definitely make sure that she had a lot more room for her clothes since she is coming back for a short period of time. And she has a few obstructions in her closet. You can see that I live in a house with dormers. So with that being said, I had to make the left side of her closet shorter than the right side of her closet. And when going over the notations, you can also see that we have a control panel in here and that we actually had to notch the top area in order to keep full access to the control panel. She has a place for long hanging, double hanging, shoes, a couple of drawers, as opposed to a solid wire rack as she had before. Another closet that I designed that I'm very pleased and happy with is my chemical closet. So the chemical closet is a closet that is everything in your house that you don't eat. So it's all of your cleaning supplies, it's your candles, your smell good items. You have saran wraps and miscellaneous, reusable bags, items like that. Also your brooms, your mops, and all of that. So it is beautifully stored. I have soft closed drawers. Everything has a place. Everything is easy to find. I love it. Love, love, love it. The last closet that we decided on was our entryway closet. There has been 4 of us living here for quite some time. And with that being said, again, my husband's very tall, and the wire rack that was in there, the wire rack, it is so nice that we just have one solid bar. We can move it as we need it. And now I have stuff up high where my husband's stuff can hang a little lower. And then me being 5 foot, I have just smaller jackets. So it accommodates all of our clothes and I love it. I did decide on making all of my closets deeper, which is a 16-inch depth. In my pantry, I did 18, but every other closet in my house is a 16-inch depth. It is my favorite design, as well as a few other designers. And the reason for that is you get nice deep storage on all of your shelves, and it compartmentalizes each section. So I stayed down at the beach, and I was like, man, this is great. Well, then there was this little yippy dog next door, you know? And then the morning I woke up and there's this huge, I didn't know it was a hovercraft, coming straight at my hotel, straight at me. I'm on the 12th floor. I'm like, if this thing doesn't stop, it just kept coming. And then next thing I know, I started videoing. I was like, I'm just gonna, just be, if it just crashes in the hotel. Well, then it just, it went onto the sand. It was so loud. I mean, it woke me up. I took a video of it. It's really cool. Now they have it, they turned it and deflated it and they have it, it's got a ramp and people can walk up on it. Oh my gosh, it scared the crap out of me though. With Pat's closet, my husband, he is tall. He's 6'2" and I'm 5 foot tall. So his side and my side, even though they're about the same size closets, his closet, when he fits short clothes, his short is pretty much my long. So I was able to fit twice as much of my clothing in my closet as opposed to Pat due to our heights. But we didn't ever have any storage for shoes, anywhere to hang our belts and all of our other memorabilia that we have. So I had to keep that in mind when we were designing those closets. If you look at the bird's eye view, you can see again, we have angled ceilings because we have also live in the front of the house, which has the dormers. Taking a couple of the walls away, you can actually see that Pat now has a place for shoes on the right side. It's a shorter section as this is the front of the house. He has a place for short hanging, but since he's tall, his short hanging accommodates a little bit more shelving. And you'll see my closet is the exact same, except for it's on the opposite side. And since I'm shorter, I actually get to have double hanging where my husband has short hanging. On the back part, I have dresses, and my favorite addition to my closet is my shoe rack and my handy wall. Hi! So we are here currently in my husband's closet. As you can see, we have slanted ceilings due to our dormers. So with that being said, we have short hanging on this side for my husband. And as this is not quite the area that can accommodate double hanging for him, he has single hanging on this side. On the back wall, we accommodated it with double hanging. And something we didn't have prior was shoe shelving. So I didn't want to come all the way out with his shoes because I didn't want it to feel any more constricted than it needed to be. So I made these 10-inch shelves. All of our shelves are custom. You can make them any size up to 6 inches deep. So I was thinking at first I was going to do 6 inches, and then I changed my mind. Instead of my husband's shoes fitting like this on a shelf, I wanted them to fit like this on a shelf. So now all of his shoes are here. He could easily see them. He has extra room for storage. We have this, which is called an accent top. It finishes the piece, and as you can see, this is 16 inches all below with an 18-inch accent top. So he has not just one layer of clothing in the front, but he has a second layer of clothing in the back. So he fits twice as much by having an accent top, and it completes it and it finishes it. If you look above me, we also have an accent top. This on the back wall is 18 inches and it goes 16 inches above the 10-inch area that we have here. So again, additional storage, great usage of space that's up high. If you pan over here, we have what we have considered, it's my favorite little thing to put in any room. It's called a handy wall. You can put belts on here. You can put all sorts of different items on here. Hats. It's a great usage of space. mirror image, we're on my side of the closet now. So, same setup as my husband's, Pat's, except for on my side of the closet, since I am shorter, instead of getting single hanging, I am afforded double hanging. So I can fit pants and shirts and sweatshirts and everything, so I have access for double hanging area. One thing that I wanted to point out too is always make sure that you hang your pants above your shirts, so that way you're never having to push back because your shirts are always hanging out a little further than your pants. And now my favorite part of the closet is the shoe section. So something I didn't have before, I just had them in a nice big pile in the back of the closet, so I couldn't remember what shoes I had or had not. So now I have a great shoe section and I can see all of my shoes. I also on the back side of my closet have dresses, deep storage for sweaters and other items. I have bags, hats, and I actually have room to grow, as you can see. I've picked also the signature rods for hanging, and I can't get enough of my closet. If you pan to the very front, we actually have, again, one of my signature things that I love to put in every closet. This is a handy wall. Mine actually has a lot of belts. I have a lot of lanyards from when we went to Disney. We have all sorts of passes and items. So this is an area that I use very often, and I love it, and I hope you do too. My favorite closet that we have finished and completed is my pantry. Oh my gosh, I love my pantry so much. So my pantry before, unfortunately, things were hidden. I didn't know exactly how many, let's say, ketchups were in there. So when I edited and pulled everything out to get our pantry installed, unfortunately, some of my ketchups were brown because I just kept shoving them in the back. So, and now that I have drawers where I can see all of my condiments and what I have, I don't have to buy 2 and 3 because I can actually see what I have now. So I'm very pleased with that. I was able to also put in items and label them. I can see everything clearly. I have a stack shelf in there, drawers. I have tapered shelves. I can fit everything and then some and see it all. I am so happy with my pantry. Hi, welcome to my pantry, my favorite closet in my house so far. So, ta-da! So, as you can see, this is, I have 96-inch ceilings. This is an 80-inch soffit here. With having this soffit, what I ended up doing is I ended up going to about 84 inches in height in my closet. Unfortunately, you can't see that, but what you can see is I have tapered the edges, so the bottom of my whole entire closet is 18 inches deep, and this trails and goes back all the way to 12 inches. So actually I have usable space all the way on the top of my closet. I love that. Another thing that I love is now I have everything labeled and you can see what I have. So you can see that I have my spaghettis and my sugars and all of my items labeled. One thing that I really enjoy is having compartmentalized sections. So I have all of my cans and I have them layered. So I have 3 heights in this section so I can see what cans are behind what. I love that addition to my closet. I also have a set of soft close drawers. All of the drawers have a purpose. I have quick access to all of my items and they all soft close. I can now see what items that I have. So I'm not buying multiples. As you can see, currently I have multiples because I have to use them up. But going forward, I won't need to have 3 barbecue sauces and 3 hot sauces of the same kind because I can see what I have now. And I love that. Another thing I have sectionalized, this is like my breakfast area with coffees and Southern grits, as well as cereals. I have a snack section with popcorns and candies and treats. Oh my, And then I also have entertainment section with crackers and sausages and items like that. I love my pantry, as you can see, everything in it. Things that I don't use as often would be entertainment items like cake trays. I have like some charcuterie boards down here. I have apple cores and roast beef cutters. All that items, not stuff that I use all the time, so instead of me continually bending over, I put those on lower shelves or even the highest shelf in the very top of my closet. My closet is easily accessible, it's very visual, and I love my pantry. I just want to say thank you to everyone from beginning to end, not only as an employee, but as a client. I really, if you asked me, would you do it all again? Absolutely, I would do it all again. I don't know if I would do 7 closets all again, having lived here, but I would definitely do all 7 of my closets. Maybe not at the same time, but I do love all of my closets. I love working at Closet Factory. I love the employees. I love the filming crew who are always there and happy and smiling. So thank you, Jays. I appreciate everything and I love what I do. If you don't love what you do, then you gotta find something else because you only live life once, so enjoy it.
That'll do it for another episode of Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization.
We hope you enjoyed our inside look at what one of our best designers did to her own home, and maybe it gave you some ideas about yours. If so, give us a call and we'll send Tina right over.
See you next time.